मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
माला मधुरा यमुना मधुरा वीथी मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरं
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं
अधरं मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
वेणुर्मधुरो रेणुर्मधुराः पाणिर्मधुराः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गीतं मधुरं पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
हरणं मधुरं तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुरा
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति
चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर विमल जसु जो दायकु फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज सम्हारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
संस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा।
Jai Shri Krishna and a very warm welcome to all sadhaks gathered here in the Zoom arena this evening. In devoted and sincere reverence, I humbly bow on the lotus feet of Purushottam Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Param Pujya Swami Sri Acharya Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj. May we always be blessed to have their guidance as we walk this journey called life. As we gather for the Vivechan session on chapter 4 of Bhagavad Gita, which is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga, it is a moment to remember the timeless Gita Gyan that continues to guide humanity through the ages. In the previous session, we saw Bhagavan Shri Krishna reveal how this sacred wisdom was first given to the Sun God and carried forward through generations of realized masters. Over time, this knowledge faded, and therefore Bhagavan chose to re-establish for the upliftment of the world. He also unveils the profound truth of divine incarnation, how Bhagavan takes birth in age after age to protect the dharma and support seekers on their spiritual journey. As we celebrate Gita Jayanti through November and December, these shlokas remind us that the Gita is not just an ancient scripture, but a living message of light. Let us now enter this exploration with devotion, openness, and a sincere desire to understand and imbibe the eternal teachings of Bhagavan into our lives. And now, a couple of simple suggestions in case you face any technical issues during the session. If there is no or very low sound volume, then please connect headphones or increase the volume of your phone or computer. If chat box is blinking continuously, tap the bell icon at the top right-hand corner to mute notifications. Please check your internet connection and if possible, use Wi-Fi instead of mobile data if you see blurry screen or if the speaker's voice is breaking frequently. If Zoom keeps disconnecting, then you may want to watch the session over the YouTube link which has been provided in the participants group. We hope the above suggestions will help you have a more immersive experience during the Vivechan session. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan has said that the way to attain him is to always have our mind united with him in loving devotion. And we all know that prayers are a natural mode through which our soul communicates its devotion to the Paramatma. To lead us in our prayers today, I call upon Hemlata S.G. from Madurai, Tamil Nadu. Hemlata ji joined Geeta Pariwar in September 2023 and currently provides seva as a core trainer. Hemlata ji, request you to please lead us in our prayers today. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Vasudevasutan devam Kausachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, thank you so much for entering the prayer so melodiously. Thank you so much. Let us now proceed with our age-old tradition of kindling the sacred flame, Deep Prajwalan, a symbol of inner awakening and divine presence. This light does not merely brighten the space before us, but also represents the Jyoti of Viveka that leads us sadhaks from confusion to clarity. For doing the Deep Prajwalan today, I would like to call upon Jayashree Barge ji from Pune, Maharashtra. Beside her personal sadhana, Jayashree ji gives seva as a co-trainer in Geeta Pariwar. Jayashree ji, may I request you to please light the lamp of knowledge on our behalf.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृतां कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you so much, Yashiji, for making us part of that wonderful Deep Prajwalan. As you may already know, Learngeeta is celebrating the Geeta Jayanti Mahotsav from 15th of November to 31st of December. As part of this celebration, starting November 15th, we are having 60 online Parayana sessions with 1,080 Sevis taking part in chanting. Do join and be part of these beautiful online Parayanas. The details of the same are coming in your participants group. You too can also be part of this Mahayagya by organizing various events like Parayana, Shobha Yatra, or various competitions related to Geeta Ji in your locality. The Geeta Jayanti portal, which is geetajayanti.com, is open, so please go and register yourself as soon as possible. You can also give your selfless seva at the feet of Bhagavan through Geeta Pariwar's Aao Geeta Sevi Bane program, where we have thousands of Sevis giving seva in this Mahayagya. Multiple sessions in 5 languages will be held over this and the next weekend. This weekend, we will have the Telugu session held today at 8 p.m. and the Bangla session tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. The timings and all the details of the sessions will be available in your participants group. And now I'm profoundly delighted to welcome our beloved Vivechak for the evening, respected senior trainer, Shraddha Raodeo ji. I'm truly honored to have this opportunity to introduce such an accomplished and gracious individual who personifies the value of Geeta Pariwar. Shraddha ji, a disciple of Param Pujya Swami Govind Dev Giriji Maharaj, epitomizes deep commitment to Geeta Pariwar's mission. She has been blessed by Param Pujya Swami ji with the title of President of Geeta Pariwar, Hyderabad. Associated with Geeta Pariwar online Geeta classes since his second batch in August 2020, she was also the trainer of the first ever jail class of Learngeeta, where inmates under her guidance memorized 12 chapters and cleared the Pathik exam. Shraddha ji laid the foundation of the monitoring team at Learngeeta and led it for 2.5 years. Currently, she leads the literature publication proofreading team for Learngeeta, which is available in 13 languages. In addition to serving as a Vivechak and conducting weekly interpretation sessions, Shraddha ji offers us seva in various other departments like training, examination, academic literature, etc. She has been conducting the Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā classes at a residence in Hyderabad and works with Bal Sanskar, imparting Hindu scriptural knowledge and patriotic value to children for over a decade. At a professional level, Shraddha ji holds a Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Postgraduate Diploma in IT System and Management. In the past, she had been a mobile application developer, team lead for 13 plus years in the corporate sector. I now humbly request Shraddha ji to illuminate our minds with a wonderful teaching of Bhagavad Gita. Didi, over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna, Ruby Didi. It's
Yes.
lovely seeing you. A very warm welcome to the session, all of you. Am I clearly audible, Didi? Manisha, okay.
Yes, Didi, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Didi, you're audible.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you. Let's begin. Let us all pray together to Param Puja Gurudev, with whose blessings we all assemble here to explore this beautiful chapter. Hari Om. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Krishnaya Vasudevaya Hare Paramatmane Pranatah Kleshanashaya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayana Swayam व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीमष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी. Om Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishnaya Namaha. Again, a very warm welcome to the session, all of you. We are exploring this very beautiful chapter, the Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. And this chapter is going to provide us a deeper insight into how can we add more meaning to this entire life, how we can try to achieve the purpose that we all are actually here for. We all are so busy in our lives, and this how to understand the very purpose in our scriptures, all our scriptures, Mahabharata, even Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Ramdas Swami's Das Bodh, all the scriptures have very profoundly emphasized the importance of this human birth, have emphasized the importance of this human body, and what is this human birth for, what is the purpose, how we have to ensure that this greatest gift of God that we have received, this greatest gift of God, gets its meaningful destination from this journey that we are having. We are in a journey in this body. Through this body, we have set on a journey. Now just imagine, when we all, suppose you travel in a train or the, any journey that we are set for. Assume we are all traveling in a train. Say I start from Hyderabad, Bhagyanagar, and decide that I have to go to Rishikesh. And in this train journey, we will meet so many people. We will meet different types of people. There might be some beautiful destinations, some beautiful views might be there. What would you do? Do we wait, stop there, and just keep enjoying those beautiful destinations? Or if you meet somebody interesting in your journey, do we just keep spending our time in talking to them and in that entire flow? Do we ever forget the purpose of our destination, where we have to reach? In my journey from Hyderabad to, if suppose I'm traveling to Rishikesh, I cannot afford to forget where am I supposed to reach, where am I trying to reach. It is not in our best interest that we forget our main destination. What is the problem with our current situation is that we all have set ourselves on a journey. We have set ourselves on a journey right at the moment when we assume this form of human being in this body, and then we met so many people, we got so many responsibilities around us, we saw so many beautiful views, and in this process what happened, we have forgotten that what is our ultimate destination. We have to reach a particular place. Where have we come from? Where do we seek to reach? All these things we have forgotten in this Maya Jal, in this we have seen in the last session itself, that this Maya that Shri Krishna has created, his yoga Maya that he has created around us. Prakritim swamadhishtaya sambhavamyatma mamayaya. In this slok, we had seen how this Maya has created this entire environment around us, which has made us forget our own identity, forget how we all are a part of that Parampita Paramatma. And being born in this body, we are bound to do certain karmas, we are bound to be moving in certain directions, doing certain karma, which are ultimately, they can either be liberating or they can be they can become a binding. Both these things can happen, and how we should be doing the karma, that they become liberating. That is the main intention of this entire chapter. This is not intent only of this particular chapter, it is the intent of the entire Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā. It is Mokshadayini. It is Advaita Amrita Varshini. So the entire purpose of we learning Bhagavad Gita is not only to see what Shri Krishna and Arjun have spoken to each other, not only to understand the deep philosophy, but to reconnect with our roots, to reconnect with our forgotten memories of where we have come from and where we have to ultimately reach. But in this journey, we cannot forget what we are experiencing, what we are going through in this journey, in the train also. We cannot avoid the people that we meet. We cannot avoid certain basic formalities that we have to take care of. All this has to be done. But while doing all these duties, by following all these different responsibilities also, how can we set ourselves on this liberating path? That is the biggest challenge that every human being is facing. A forgotten identity, a forgotten sense of direction. In which direction should I act so that my actions become a liberating factor? That is our main issue, that is our main concern in not only this Kali Yuga, but in all the yugas. And hence, Sri Krishna, before Sri Krishna, in his Rama avatar, the Yoga Vasishta, all these scriptures that have come are directing us on this particular path. And in the last session, what we saw, we saw that this confusion is happening to Arjun because he has forgotten what he is. Bahuni me vyatitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam veda parantapa. This is that one place where Shri Krishna says that what is actually, there is a very distinct difference between his janma, his karma, and our janma and our karma. And he has very clearly said that those who understand this difference properly, they ultimately attain me, they will achieve me. To attain him, he has not only stopped by just giving this assurance that you understand this and then you will reach me. No, he doesn't stop there. What he has done, he has taken a step ahead and explained. Now janma is, it was fairly easy to understand because janma has not got too many strings attached to it. Ek bar janma ho gaya, then we are born out of our old desires, our old qualities, our old gunas, our old sanskars. That is where the topic of janma stops for the basic understanding. But karma is a very, very detailed topic. Karma is something that will take a little more effort to understand. And when Sri Krishna says that you have to understand this, and then you will be on the path of liberation. We all are born, and we all are set on some path where karma is an absolutely essential thing. We cannot live without doing any karma. We cannot live without without doing anything in our lives. It is impossible. In the third chapter we have seen it is impossible. In even one shara, even 1 second, we cannot live without doing any karma. In this situation, how do we analyze our own karma? How do we understand karma? For this particular understanding to be developed amongst all the sadhaks, this beautiful chapter has come, which throws more light on karma and gives us a deeper insight onto how to distinguish our karma from Shri Krishna's karma, and not only distinguish, how to set ourselves on the path such that we do karma as it is done by Shri Krishna, and it becomes liberating for us. We had seen last time some very beautiful slokas, and we stopped on a note where Shri Krishna has mentioned, Ye yatha mam prapadyante taus tathaiva bhajamyaham. Mama vartamanu vardante manusha partha sarvasha, where Shri Krishna says that he, God basically manifests every desire that a human being has in the sentiment that a devotee seeks him. It was a very beautiful emotion at which we had stopped. If somebody worships him as if I want to be your son, he will become the mother for that devotee. And he always reciprocates in that particular way. So, in this way, some of us worship a small Kanaji, we worship small Ram Lalla. Some people worship different gods. They worship them in the form that they would want to see God, that they would want to perceive Him. And Shri Krishna says, whatever is the emotion with which a devotee worships me, I reciprocate in the same manner. Whatever sentiment that the devotee has for me, I reciprocate in the same manner, and that is his beautiful affection towards his devotee. And in this context, when we see some of us worship Krishna ji, some of us worship Ram ji, some worship only Hanuman ji, everybody has a different deity. And that is the beauty of our Sanatani culture. Some people say, what 33 Koti Devata you have now, this 33 Koti. We will not go into the detail, but these are just 33 types of gods that we have, and people tend to condemn our culture on this. But we have to understand that this is the beauty of the Sanatan Dharma. It is not a drawback. Suppose a person has been, we all like to eat different delicacies. Now, if every day you are being served the same food, say dal rice every day, just a dal rice. It's simple thing. We will get so bored. एक ही है that we eat the same thing again and again. Our taste is differentiating. Our sometimes mood is changing, and according to that, we like to have different types of variety. That is the inborn nature of our body of a human being. Our Sanatani culture is so beautiful that based on the needs of a human being, based on the nature of a human being, based on the faith, Shraddha of the human being, he says you have different options, and hence you can worship the God in whichever form you like. And then that is the main beauty of our Sanatan culture. So we should take pride in the fact that we have so many gods to worship. Jahan dil lag jaye, wherever we feel that this is what I feel like doing. Navratri we will do Devi Puja. Krishna Janmashtami, we will do Krishna Puja. Now Geeta Jayanti will be coming. We again worship Shri Krishna Bhagwan. All of this is the beauty of the Sanatan culture. And in this context, some people who just say that this is a problem with Sanatan culture, understand that Shri Krishna is also here. He is mentioning that this is the beauty, this is a very important part of our worship, of our sadhana. What does he say in this context? Kangshantah karmanam siddhi yajanta iha devataha क्षिप्रं हि मानुषे लोके सिद्धिर्भवति कर्मजा. What he is saying, that now in this journey, in our deha, our journey in this body, what is going to happen? We are going to have a different type of longing, different types of desires are continuously going to come. They are going to, we will have now the very fact that we are living. We need food to eat, we need clothes to wear, we need a house to live in. All this needs wealth. And for wealth, what we do? Lakshmi Puja. Then we are doing, while we are doing all these things, that wealth will not come unless we have enough intellect. For intellect, we will do Saraswati Puja. So depending on our desires, what do the people do? They will yajante iha devataha. They will worship different gods. Hmm? And what will these gods do in turn? Kshipram himanushe loke siddhe bhavati karmaja. Kshipram is quickly. Hmm? This all these people will worship different deities, respective deities, to get their wishes fulfilled. And to get these wishes fulfilled, when these people are worshipped in a proper way, what will happen? The people's desires will get fulfilled. Their wishes will get fulfilled. How? Kshipram, fast, quickly. Now, here, this is a very important thing. So, sometimes, people have a tendency, now, especially when we learn Bhagavad Gita, some people come in that mode where this all gods are same, everything is same. They start abandoning this worshipping, and they feel that no, it is just one Paramatma, everything is in my heart. And gradually, what has happened? What the tendency people have developed? They have started um, uh, showing that this is a lesser important work to do the regular worship. The regular worship has become a subject of um, criticism. Sometimes it has become a subject of debate whether it should be done or not. This is not right. We should understand all these things of all these worships, all these practices that we follow. These are prescribed by what? Vedas. In Bhagavad Gita itself, Sri Krishna says what? Traigunya Vishaya Veda, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. All these things that we are doing, these all these subjects are coming from what? From the Vedas. Whatever is written in the Vedas, it is for whose benefit? It is for the benefit of the human beings. All our Saraswati Puja, Durga Mata Puja, Shiv Puran, Shiv Puja, all these are a very critical part of our sadhana, very critical part of our dharma, very critical part of the things that we should do. So, after knowing all this Bhagavad Gita and all, we should not start saying, everything is Brahma, aham tattvamasi, aham brahmasmi, all these things people will say, and then they skip on all these things. Shri Krishna says, no, when you are in this body, many people do this to get their desires fulfilled. This is very much required. And when deities are worshipped in this proper way, then the work of the devotees gets done quickly. Why it gets done quickly? To understand this, and ultimately all these Ganesh ji, Devi, Shiv, Narayan, Surya Bhagwan, Agni Dev, Varun Dev, all these gods who are worshipped, they should not be underestimated. We understand they are a part of the same Brahma Tattva, but at the same time, as long as we are in this body, as long as we have the sense of being in a body, as long as we are in this particular binded in this body, then till that time we cannot afford to underestimate these worships, because these are going to help us fulfill our wishes. It is like, though everything is Brahma Tattva, it's just a very simple thing. We all are residents of our respective states, respective cities. Now, suppose the electricity goes in my home, or there is some road that is around my house which is not done properly. What will I do? Will I go and directly, this office, PMO office, direct Delhi, I will send a letter? No. What I will do? Local collector, I have to contact. The local collector in my city, he is a representative of the central government, right? What do we do if we want quickly? I want a quick resolution that the roads have to be fixed as soon as possible. Now the rainy season is over. I want it to be fixed fast. What will I do? I will say I will contact my local government, the local people who are entrusted with that duty. Similarly, for if small things we directly don't, go to the central government. Similarly, for our small wishes, which are extremely important to be fulfilled, during this birth, for them, we cannot keep doing Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi. No. For that, we have to do these worships. We have to ensure that all these processes are followed, and anybody who is doing this, we should ensure that we, in no way, even in no way, should we underestimate them, criticize them, or make it a subject of contemplation or debate. So this is very, very important. And after explaining this, that you should do this worship. Now, how is this done? This is done while doing our duties. For some people, this worship is only their duty. Along with all your duties, how to maintain that balance, how this entire distribution is done, Shri Krishna brings up a very important topic in this context. What does he say? चातुर्वर्ण्यं मया सृष्टं गुणकर्मविभागशः तस्य कर्तारमपि मां विद्य कर्तारमव्ययम्. Now this Chaturvarnya is a very controversial topic. It is not controversial. It's a very straightforward, very scientific, and a very beautiful part of the organization of our scriptures. Very beautifully, our scriptures have been organized, and this entire system that has been put in place is an excellent system. It should not be a matter of contemplation or contradiction at all, however it has become. But to understand all that, let us understand this shlok first. What Sri Krishna says here, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam. This Chaturvarnya, that is the division of work. We all know that the entire society, division of this society, Varna is basically just a class of the society. Nowhere the word caste has been used, nowhere the word Shudra, as in Kshudra, has been used. All these things have been cooked up by the people who wanted our culture to be looked down upon. Such people have introduced all these things, but we as Geeta sadhaks should understand this concept very nicely, so that we not only be for our understanding, but so that we can also defend our scriptures, our system properly. What Shri Krishna said, I have made this Chaturvarnya system. This Chaturvarnya system is basically the classification of the entire society into 4 parts, and he has made this system based on what? Guna Karma Vibhagashaha. He has done this division based on the Guna and Karma. Guna is what? Understand, whenever this word Guna comes in Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, it is not referring to the qualities, but it refers to the 3 gunas, the qualities of Prakriti, the Prakriti which Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. Based on these 3 gunas, what Shri Krishna says, that I have marked these, I have created the divisions within this society. What are the divisions? Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, and Vaishya. Vaishya and Shudra. This elaborately we will see this description of all these divisions in the 18th chapter. Here Shri Krishna has just mentioned that I have done this division. And what he has said, the second line is very interesting. We will see in few minutes. But these are the 4 divisions, and exactly what is the purpose of these 4 divisions? What are the guna and karma that based on which these have been done? That Shri Krishna explains in the 18th chapter, where he very clearly mentions the characteristics of the Kshatriya, Brahmana, Shudra, Vaishya, Shauryan Tejo Daksham Yuddhe Chapya Palayanam Dhanamishwara Bhavascha Kshatrang Karma Swabhavajam Krishigaurakshavaणिज्यं Vaishyakarma Swabhavajam Paricharyatmakam Karma Shudrasyapi Swabhavajam. All these shlokas in the 18th chapter very beautifully will tell you what are the what are the different gunas, what are the different characteristics of these 4 categories within the society. That you will see there. But here what Shri Krishna is saying, Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, based on the Guna, Sattva Gun, Rajo Gun, Tamo Gun, all these 4 divisions have been made. Now this task has been done by Shri Krishna. This is a very, very scientific task. This is a very, very important divisions that he has created. Why we have to understand this? Now how logical, why is it so logical to divide the society? in 4 parts. We all stay in families. Now, in the family of say 4 people, 6 people, 8 people, how is our organization? Is it that everybody is told that okay, your food you go and cook? The mother will go and cook her own food. The father has to do his own cooking. The children have to do their own cooking. Is it how the family is shaped? No, one person is cooking for all. The food is common for all. Now, even for the finances, is it that all the people go and earn for themselves? No. In a family, there is one person who is responsible for these finance, earning the finances, ensuring the financial stability. There is a person who is ensuring that everybody is getting nourishment and is getting the food. There is a class of the in the family, a small section of the family who is doing what, who is ensuring that they're studying for the betterment of the future generation. There is a class who is just sitting as an advisory board. This has to be done, this has to be done, this is correct to be done. They are there to guide the family. All these distribution is done, that the same model is enhanced in the society, and that is exactly what the Chatur Varane is all about. The class of the society which is responsible for ensuring that everybody gets knowledge, whose job is to do tapa and spread knowledge in the society, is the Brahmana Varga. There is a class in the society which is ensuring that the entire society remains secure. It is giving the financial and physical security to the family. Similarly, the Kshatriya Varna is giving the physical security to this society, and also the financial security to the society. Similarly, the Vaishya, the businessmen, their job is to do what? To ensure that they protect the Gauraksha, Rishi Gauraksha Vanijam, farming, business, Gauraksha, all these things are the critical jobs of what? The Vaishya. And this word Shudra, it is very important. Understand, this word is Shudra and not Shudra. There is a difference. Now your trainers will tell you to pronounce correctly. See, one Kshatriya Ksha and one Shaljam Sha. If you interchange, how the meaning of the word it changes. Kshudra means something which is inferior. But here, the word that is used for the Chatur Varna is Shudra. It does not mean inferior. It does not mean downtrodden. It is a very important class of the society. The plumbers, the electricians, the engineers, the doctors, all the service category people, they've all fallen this. The most important, we are learning this Bhagavad Gita, everything said and done. Why we are able to talk to each other? Because there is electricity in the house. Now the moment electricity goes, and then all padai will be like that, all the studies will be like that. First thing we need is the electrician. The plumbers, we want to do the puja early morning, okay, we want to do, that is fine. But where will all this sadhana go if there is no water in the house? The first thing you need is the plumber. They are the most important part of this society, and that is how our scriptures have always stated. Never they have underestimated them. And when all the four have been created by Sri Krishna, when all these four sections have been created and established by Sri Krishna, obviously he loves all four of them equally. If he sees all four Varnas as equal, who are we to say anybody is inferior or superior? We have to embed this emotion very firmly within us and ensure that nobody can dilute this perception of ours. Understand this, propagate this, and ensure that this does not get diluted in people around you. And then, after explaining this, what Shri Krishna says is something very important. What he says, Tasya kartaram apimau vidya kartaram avyayam. Vidhi akartaram avyayam. Tasya kartaram apimau, easy to understand. I am the one who has created these four classes. I am the creator of these four classes. At the same time, Vidhi, know that I am the akartaram. So, I am not only the creator, I have the one who has created, but I am not responsible for which Varna who is getting. This is what he is trying to say. At this, when he says, I have created this, but I am also not the creator of these, means what? I am the one who has established this system. The system has been established by Parampita Paramatma, our Maharshis, based on whatever they have studied in the Vedas. They have ensured that this society is based on this foundation. And Sri Krishna says, even though this has come from me, this has originated from me, understand that I am not responsible for who will get which Varna. Now, this is again the difficult to understand what he is implying here. The onus is on the individual which Varna he will get. If I am born as a Brahmin today, it is not because Shri Krishna has decided that this person will become a Brahmin. Or if I am born as a Vaishya or a Shudra, this person will be Vaishya or Shudra. The system has been put by him, but which Varna I get is my responsibility. It is owing to what? Owing to my own karma. Owing to my karma, my Varna is decided. How do we understand this? Still little difficult to digest now. Just imagine. Three children appear for exam. Three of them have given the same exam. We have no every Sunday Pathak, Pathik and Jigyasu, Geeta Vrati. We also give exams almost every few Sundays we have. Now if suppose three people give exams. Now in these exams, two of them pass very nicely, but third one has not managed to pass. The same examiner has taken the exam of three people, but two have passed with gracious marks, and the third one doesn't manage to pass. Whose fault is it? Is it the examiner's fault? No. Is it the fault of the creator of the examination? No. Is it the fault of this entire system? No. It is the fault of the student who has not studied. It is the fault of this child who has not prepared up to the mark, and hence he has failed in the exam. So that is exactly what Shri Krishna says. I have established, I have created this system. Assume this is an examination system. Based on your guna and your karma, you will fall in that category, you will fall in that particular varna. So there Shri Krishna says, it is not my duty. Hmm? This thing. So our guna and our karma are our responsibility, and they become responsible for the birth that we get. Hmm? So what should be our job? We should focus on one very important thing. This Swamiji always tells, very, very beautiful sentence, that the dharma is all about developing sattva guna within you. Dharma is all about developing सात्विकता in you, सात्विक कर्म, सात्विक गुण in you. हमारे गुणों का विकास करना ही धर्म है. So what basically the bhakti also, he says the same similar thing, that what is bhakti, what is dharma, that we always continue developing our good gunas, our good qualities. So that this good to develop these qualities, what we have to do? We have to do good karma. That is what is in our hands. That we have to go towards the satvikta. Automatically, what will happen? We will get a better birth, and will be eventually liberated. In the 14th chapter, we have seen Udvam gachanti sattvastha madhye tishtanti rajasaha jaghanya guna vrittistha adho gachanti tamasaha. This is what is the situation. Sri Krishna says that you are responsible. It is your problem, and you are responsible for your own karma and eventually your own janma. After explaining that, Shri Krishna tells a very important thing, that your karma become responsible for your own birth, but that is not the case with my karma. Remember the old shlok where he is saying Janma karma cha me divyam. Why his karma is divya? Because his karma is not a binding on him, but our karma is a binding on us. So Shri Krishna elaborates that based on your karma you are going to get your varna, and if you want to improve your karma, you have to understand how my karma is different from your. That point Shri Krishna elaborates further. Namang karmani limpanti name karma phale spraha iti mayo vijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. Namang karmani limpanti. This we all know, that the karma of Shri Krishna doesn't become a binding on him. Why? Because he is not doing any of the actions. Why any of the actions? Because of any desires. His actions are not, originating from desires. But that is not the case with us. What he is saying, his karma, name karma phale spruha. His karma phala is not spruha. Spruha means desire. So his karma phala is not out of his desire. Hmm. What we do, how our governments also work. If this bill is passed, we will lose election. Whether it is in the benefit of the citizens, will still not pass. Otherwise, we will lose election. If I say this, my relation will get spoiled. So even with all, even though we know that this is the right thing to do, this is a dharma that we have to follow, even knowing this, what happens? Only to our desires, we do not do our karma. Though that bill has to be passed, it is in the best interest. That is the basic duty of that government to pass. Not passing because we are worried next term milega ki nahi? Will I get the next term or not? But this kind of worry is not there for Ishwar. He will do what is right. His desire, his karma is untouched by the fruits of the karma. We will, whether I should say this or not, 100 times we will think whether I should say this or not. Is it right to say? But this is not the problem with Shri Krishna or Parampita Paramatma. We are bound by our judgments about our karma are bound by all these other different things. But that is not the case for Shri Krishna. That is why he says, Namang karmani limpanti. Why? Because his karma phala, the fruits are not based on any desires. Name karma phale spraha. So if we understand just this one statement, that this is how the karma has to be done, then it will not become a binding. Itimai yovijanati karma bhirna sabadhyate. A person who understands this, they will not get bounded by the karma. What Adi Shankaracharya says, same. We have seen that, the previous reference that Shri Krishna has given, Bahuni me vyatitani. Same thing, Adi Shankaracharya, when he says, Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare, kripaya pare pahi murare. So all our actions are based on what? Our previous desires, our previous karma, what do we want. So because we are all stuck with this, we are stuck in this cycle of birth and death. But in the absence of these personal desires, Sri Krishna is not bound by any of these actions, any of these performs, any of these karma. So if one performs karma with such a discernment, if we use such discretion while doing the karma, then the impact of those actions will not happen on us also. Keeping this in mind, what Shri Krishna says, that you don't worry. I'm saying this. This is what some people have understood, and they have done karma in such a way and managed to get liberation. So, moment we feel that, oh, this is what Shri Krishna is saying, so is it really true? Is it really possible? We should be assured that many people have followed this way of doing karma by Shri Krishna and managed to get liberation. Shri Krishna talks about them and says, एवञ्ज्ञात्वा कृतं कर्म पूर्वैरपि मुमुक्षुभिः कुरु कर्मैव तस्मात् त्वं पूर्वैः पूर्वतरं कृतम्. So Shri Krishna says, just like this, whatever I have told you, some people have understood this and then they have done the karma according to that. Evaijñātva, having known this particular principle, many people have done such a karma. What has Mirabai done? All her entire lifetime, she has devoted to done this bhakti and attained the liberation. What has Eknath Maharaj, the Sant Eknath Maharaj doing, following all these duties and ensuring all these duties are fulfilled, and then he has followed the path of bhakti devotion and ensured that he gets the ultimate desire. So whatever they have done without keeping any desires in their mind, without having with full detachment. They have done their karma. Samartha Ramdas Swami, They all have done Purvai Purvatarang Kritam in the ancient time, and in more ancient time, from the origin of time, people have kept doing karma like that. And what Sri Krishna says, Tasmat, whenever this word Tasmat comes, we have to be alert. When Sri Krishna uses the word Tasmat, means what? It is some order that he is giving. This is what you have to do. Tasmat, therefore, it is a order that we have, whatever he starts with Tasmat, you have to understand with full concentration. Tasmat tvam karmaiva kuru. What karmaiva kuru? Purvai purvatarang kritam karmaiva kuru. Means you also do the work like that. You also follow their footsteps and do the work in that form. To understand how to do the work in that form, I have to understand their karma also. I have to understand what karma they have done. To understand this broad topic of karma, Sri Krishna says you have to understand some basic technical terms to understand how they have done their karma. Now, just a quick one sentence revision. Understand what Sri Krishna is telling here. This is very, very important to understand the next few shlokas. What Sri Krishna has told, you have to do the work the way I have done. How Sri Krishna does work is difficult to understand because he is Bhagwan. We are not got the capacity to understand. Sri Krishna says, okay, then you look at how the other people have done the karma. Purvai Purvatarankritam. Just look at those ancestors who have done karma accordingly, who have understood the karma accordingly, and then you also follow them. Tasmat Tvam Kuru. You also do the same thing. And to understand what they have done, how what these great people have done, Sri Krishna says, to understand their karma, you have to understand three terms. Just to understand Prakriti, what we try to understand what is Sattva Gun, Rajogun, Tamogun. We are trying to understand all that. Like that, karma is also a very technical term, and associated with the karma are few more terms. Sri Krishna says you have to understand these terms, and then you will understand karma in totality. What are those terms? Sri Krishna explains in the next few shlokas. Try to understand this very carefully. Kim karma kima karmeti kavayopyatra mohitaha tatte karma pravakshyami yajñatva mokshase shubhat. Now what Sri Krishna says here, King karma, what is karma? King akarma iti, what is akarma? Now along with karma, he has got another term, introduced another term called akarma. So he says, what is karma? You understand. What is akarma? That also you try to understand. And try to understand why many intelligent people, kavayaha api, kavi refers to what? Intelligent people, wise people, sages. Okay, this is the meaning. Here, kavi doesn't mean the way in Hindi we say kavi is poet. It is not poet. Kavi basically refers to a very wise, saintly person. So Shri Krishna says many sages also fail to understand this particular thing. What is this karma and akarma? Tatte karma pravakshami. Many people get confused. That is why, hey Arjun, I will tell you what is karma. And yajñatva mokshase ashubhat. Once you understand karma, tatte karma pravakshami. Pravakshami means I shall teach you. What am I teaching you? Karma. What is karma? And once you understand what is karma, what will happen? Mokshase ashubhat. Mokshase means liberated, you all know. But from what? Ashubhat is from the evil, not exactly evil, from the things which are not desirable. This, we are stuck in this mrityu samsara chakra. This is also undesirable. Why? Now, what is the name of this, lok where we are seeing, living in? It is mrityu lok. Mrityu lok. See, the word itself is, its identity is only from death. And in Bhagavad Gita only we say Dukkhalayam Shashvatam. It is a Dukkhalay. Vidyalay is somewhere where you get Vidya. Rugadalay, Chikitsalay where you get Chikitsa. Pustakalay where you will get books. What is Dukkhalay? When Shri Krishna says this earth is a Dukkhalay, here we will get what? Dukkha, pain, sorrow. So basically we are in this mrityu samsar, we are living in this dukkhale. So this is ashubh. This is not something that we desire. We want to get out of it. We don't want to keep coming back in this mrityu samsara. We don't want to keep coming back in this dukhalaya, right? We want a liberation from this moksha se ashubhat. This liberation you can get. So Shri Krishna says, understand that if you you understand this karma, you will be liberated from this cycle of birth and death. For understanding that karma, Sri Krishna says you have to understand three things. What are those things? Karmano hapi bodhavyam bodhavyai cha vikarmanaha akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gatihi. Now see, let us take the last charan first. Gahana karmano gatihi. Gahana means what? Very, very difficult to understand, imponderable, very difficult to understand. What is difficult to understand? Karmano gati. Thus, this entire science of karma, this entire path of karma is very difficult to understand. Now imagine when Sri Krishna is saying it is difficult to understand, means how difficult it must be. Hmm? But Sri Krishna says you can understand it by understanding three terms. What are this? Karmano yapi bodhavyam. This bodhavyam has come three times. In three times it has come because it is introducing three terms related to karma. The first time it says karmano hyapi bodhavyam, understand what is karma. Then understand what is vikarma, and then also understand what is akarma. Akarma, karma, vikarma, akarma. Shri Krishna says you understand these three things and then you will understand karma properly. Hmm? This is difficult, but Shri Krishna is there to help us. So why get worried? Let us try to understand what is this karma. Our niyata karma, everything that is done by this body is what? It is karma. Then this term that is used only in this shlok is vikarma. It has come only here, and this term has confused many people who give discourses on this Bhagavad Gita. Now, because this V upasarga that is in front of it creates all the confusion. Some say it is Vishesha Karma. Okay, Vishesha Karma is what is said by Jnaneshwar Maharaj. So, we go by that understanding. Some say it is Viparit Karma, some say it is a Vihita Karma. How? But one perspective that Jnaneshwar Maharaj gives, it includes all the perspectives correctly, and he says, he gives a special, beautiful definition. Mauli says, Jnaneshwar Maharaj says it is Vishesha Karma. So in both contexts, you do your karma with a special concern, with special devotion, and avoid the karma that should not be done. Be very careful with your consideration. That becomes Vishesha Karma, Vikarma. Things which you should avoid, that you should not do. All these Viparit Karma, all that also should be avoided. So basically, doing your karma in a proper way is this vikarma. Then akarma. This is what basically what Shri Krishna wants us to understand. Even karma and about karma is this karma and akarma. What is this akarma? That is very important to understand. The very basic definition of akarma is not, now many people feel isme kya hai, what is so difficult? Akarma is not doing karma. No, it is not doing karma. The meaning of this word akarma is doing karma in such a way that it appears as if no karma is done. When will this happen? Then we do not have any attachment with our karma. Not expecting any results from our karma. When we do work in this way, then it becomes a karma. So while doing karma, even when it is done and we feel that we do not bear the ego of being the doer of that karma. In the 18th chapter again you will see this shlok, it's very beautiful. Yasya naham krito bhavo buddhir yasya na lipyate hatva pisaimal lokan hanti na nibadhyate. Now in this shlok, very extreme example Shri Krishna gives, but it is a very, very beautiful example also to understand this akarma. Why? Because a person who does karma with zero ego, no ahankrita bhava, means no the ego of the being a doer, whose intellect is not stuck, such a person, even if he ends up killing somebody, it will not be called as a karma, it will not become a binding. To understand this very easy. Now, we all know that in the courts, sometimes that terrorists and people who do very tough crimes, very bad crimes, they will be hanged to death. Now, this hangman who is there to hang the person, he is also ending up killing somebody, but he is doing it on the orders of the court. He has no personal grudges because of which he is doing. He will be alipta, he will be detached from the this fruits of this karma that he is doing. But same activity, if he goes and does because of personal grudges, he will be called a criminal. So when we attach our personal desires to our karma, then it becomes a binding on us. However, if we are doing something with a detached emotion, that I am not doing, I am doing it on the orders of Shri Krishna. If I am doing something which with full detachment, then it will not become a binding on me. For instance, now one more example. We'll again take this example from the courts. Now, what is the karma? What is the job of this judge? The judge is supposed to provide judgment without any bias. There has to be absolutely zero bias. He has to give an unbiased judgment. That's his job. Now, if the person is a criminal, he'll give the judgment accordingly. If he is not a criminal, he'll give the judgment accordingly. Now, suppose his relatives come and talk to this judge and say that, see, that person you are having that case, no, he's my relative. Suppose his close relatives come, say, please make that, see, kuch ho pata hai, to we'll pay you all that. And if the judgment of this judge gets influenced because of all these talk, then that judgment will become a binding on his career. It will be something that will create a negative impact on his career. Now he has not given a proper judgment. He has not followed his karma. He is bound to, get the results of it. That is what Shri Krishna is trying to say here. If your karma are influenced by your desires, what is the meaning of binding here? If my karma is influenced by my desires, is influenced by the ego of being the doer, then I get bound by that karma. However, if the judge, irrespective of now this, for influencing a judge is very easy. It is not possible with Bhagwan. Bhagwan is Bhagwan. Now, whatever will happen, his karma is not going to get influenced by anything. No matter what you do, kitne bhi laddu pede, no matter how many sweets you are giving, his judgment is not going to get influenced. His karma is not going to influence, hence Divya karma. But our karma gets influenced. That is why our karma is a normal karma and it becomes karma bandhana. That is the main difference. So what Shri Krishna says that you have to understand that this should not become you have to understand this akarma also. That akarma is doing work without getting influenced by your desires, by your ego of being doer. And explaining this thing further, he mixes this karma and akarma very beautifully in the next slok, which is very, very important. Please listen very carefully. Karmanya karma yah pashyed akarmani cha karmayah sabuddhiman manusyeshu sayukta kritsna karma krit. What Shri Krishna says, karmani akarma yaha paschet. Karmani akarma means he sees karma in akarma. And the next charan is akarmani cha karma. Now these two things, a person who understands, that person is buddhiman. Let us look again at the fourth charan first, because that is the most tempting part. What Shri Krishna is saying, Sayukta Kritsna Karma Krit. Whatever he is trying to tell in the first charan, he says the one who understands that is what? Sayukta. Yukta means he is a yogi. He is a complete person. He is a yogi. And kritsna karma. Krit means what? He is somebody who has achieved everything that he could do. Nothing is left to do. Kritsna, complete. Kritsna karma. Krit, he has performed all the possible actions that he could have done. Now, there are 4 types of categories. Understand that there is one category where a person has lot of things left to do and he is not doing anything. Then the next category, he has a lot of things to do and he is continuing in that direction and trying to achieve them. The third category, slightly more superior, that he have nothing left to do because he have already completed everything. So he has nothing left to do and he has not doing also anything because there is nothing left to do. And there is the fourth category, which is the most superior category. How is it? There is nothing left to do, yet they continue to do their karma for the benefits of others. That is the kritsna karma krit. That is the most superior category. And the one who understands the first charan, first and the second charan of this shlok, that person is in the fourth category, that is karmanyaya pashet karmanicha karmaya. The one who understands this, he is a kritsna karma krit. He is in this most superior category. For them, in the first, third, and fourth category, essentially, for them nothing is left to do, but this they are able to do. So that is the importance. And he doesn't stop there. He says, Sabuddhiman manusyeshu. Amongst the Buddhiman people, amongst the intelligent people, he is the yogi. So he doesn't just wait there. It is not that he is the only yogi. Amongst all the intelligent people, such a person is a yogi and a kritsna karma krit. Understand the importance of this first entire line now. So the one who understands all this is the most intelligent, a yogi amongst the intelligent ones also. What is this first charan saying? The one who sees akarma in karma. This is relatively easy to see. Karmani akarma pashyate means what? While doing the karma, he sees akarma. Means it is relatively easy because uh, for instance, people are doing their karma and they don't keep the ego of doing any karma. Such a person, easily they get detached from the work. Easily they will be detached from the work. That is karmani akarma. Even though they are doing all the work, they don't have the ego that I am the doer of all the work. I am the one who is doing all the work. They will not have that kind of ego. So that is karmani akarma. And the other one is akarmani cha karmayaha. Akarmani, seeing karma while being akarma, means while not doing anything, all the other work is getting done. So for this you have to understand this evaluation of karma is done from our state of mind, and not from the action of the body alone. So while whatever we are doing by our body, that is one easy thing. We keep doing our work and that karma is easy to see. But there are some actions which whatever we do by our mind, that is the real important work. Now, sitting and meditating upon a pilgrimage, suppose I am basically there are different types of activities. Our activity, we saw this word karmaja, right? Karmaja means born out of actions. Similarly, there are some more words associated with this. Dhanaja, tanuja, tanuja, the work that is done by my body. Dhanaja, the work that is done by my wealth. Manasaja means what? The work that is done by my mind, like Manas Puja. Suppose I want to sit here and think about a Jnaneshwar Maharaj. I want to desperately take his darshan. Now I cannot every day go to Anandi and Pune and take the darshan of that samadhi. It is the most divine place, most Swamiji says highest spiritual place in the entire world. Now, if I have spiritual dynamo, he says that place is. Now I want to desperately, I need the blessings of Jnaneshwar Maharaj and I want to visit there. What is the best way to do? Sitting at my place, and if I meditate upon that beautiful samadhi, if I go in that environment, that is the highest level of puja that we can do. Our Manas puja is considered the highest type of puja, whether you are able to do the physical puja or not. If you are able to do a real Manas puja, it is superior than all the other worships, is what our scriptures says. It is more real than the real puja. There is some beautiful example that Swamiji had quoted in this context, that once Narayan Swami, there was a great devotee of Datta Maharaj. Datta Swami, every day he used to do the Manas Puja of Datta. And while doing this Manas Puja, he would sit and contemplate, and he would assume that he is doing Abhishekam of this Murti of Datta and giving all the beautiful ornaments and Vastra and all that. Daily his routine was to do that Manas Puja for a long time. Datta Bhagwan ki, all the Datta Bhagwan's puja he used to do. Now one day what happened, while he was in the middle of this Manas Puja, while doing this Manas Puja, all of a sudden the bell rang in his house, and he had to, in that hadbad, in that hustle of opening, he had to do it in little hurry. After doing all that in a hurry, he finished the puja, opened the door, and when he came back to his worship place in his mandir, what he saw, that there is a very beautiful ring, finger ring, beautiful ring with all the jewels that is on that in his mandir. He started wondering how come this ring has come here. And then he remembered that when he was doing his Manas Puja and putting all these different ornaments and everything on the body of Datta Bhagwan, he was about to put the ring, and in that this disturbance happened and it got left and he had to leave. So he forgot to put that ring to Datta Bhagwan. And then he remembered, oh, I forgot the ring, and he said, oh, Kshamasva Parameshwara. He went to the river, prayed to Datta Bhagwan, saying that this ring I forgot to offer you today. You wear it today yourself, and he put it in the river, in the pious river. Now, had we been there, we would have felt, wow, wow, one ring we got. But look at the devotion this devotee has, even by not actually physically doing this worship. And this is a story from the Kali Yuga only. So don't think, it is not that Bhagwan is more effective in Satyuga and less effective in Kali Yuga, not like that. It is the devotion which has become less. And that is the reason this akarma we have to understand. How with the detachment, how with our mind we can, how we can keep our mind detached from our karma. Our mind becomes attached with karma based on three things. One is the ego of being a doer. I am the one who has done all this work, is happening because of me. This ego binds us with our karma. The second thing is, what am I going to get? Now, even when teaching, learning Bhagavad Gita, some parents they come and ask, what is he going to get by learning Bhagavad Gita? Now, unless they get anything, they will not do even that. That is the kind of mentality people have developed. And the third is our attachment with the task itself. Now, I am officer in the office. I will do only this job. Other job is mediocre. I am not going to do. We are attached with the karma only. I will do only this. Other job is not my job. Or we are so attached that if you give me other job, I will not do. I will do only this. So we develop strong affinity towards the karma itself. So in these three ways, our mind gets bound with the karma and it becomes what? Karma bandhan. By understanding that, why when we, now what has happened with that puja, that story that we saw, even while doing akarma, the puja is actually happened. Akarmani cha karmayaha. A person who is able to do this akarmani, even by not doing anything, the karma is getting done. And a little easier example, suppose a principal is entering, now it is the break time and the children are running here and there. Even though if it is a break time, if the principal ma'am comes in the corridor, what will happen? all the children will just run away. Even without doing anything, without akarma, with full nothing teacher has to do, but the work will get done. Akarmani cha karmayaha. Why? Because he has earned that much grace, earned that respect, earned that might, that even without doing anything, the karma is getting done. Similarly, a devotee should develop that mental state. Even without doing anything, that karma will get done. Akarmani cha karmayaha. So that kind of devotion a person should be able to develop. Further, what Shri Krishna says, Yasya sarve samarambha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni karmanam tamahu panditam buddhaha. Elaborating this, how the intelligent people are. So Shri Krishna says about how the work has to be done. Yasya sarve samarambha, all the work, a person who does all the work. How? Kama sankalpa varjita. Kama sankalpa, how we do everything is a part of our desire. Now this sankalpa and kama both are this thing. No, sankalpa. What is sankalpa basically? That we have to understand. Desire is something we understand. What is the sankalpa? The root of all the calm or root of all the desire is this sankalpa. What is sankalpa? Now, we all know the sankalpa is a very hi-fi word, where we determination, all that, that is true. But sankalpa, the very definition when in our scriptures is where we hear kama janami te moolam sankalpat kama jayase. Where it is being said that, hey calm, hey desire, we know where is your root. Where is its root? In sankalpa. Then what is this sankalpa? The moment I see a beautiful sari, one small comment will come from within. Oh wow, I want to have it. That oh wow, that comment which our mind gives is the sankalpa. That small appreciation. Now you are watching something on the television or YouTube or some media, and then that ad will come, where something they will promote. Immediately one concept comes, one thought will come that, oh, let me explore it. That thought will come, I want to explore it, is basically what? The sankalpa that a person has. That, okay, this is, and that leads to what? Desire. Kama janami te moolam. Where is the mool of this desire? Sankalpat. In the desire. So, what we have to, another the definition is samyakwena kalpanam iti sankalpaha. Samyakwena kalpanam means what? Our mind has liked it. Something that my mind likes, that usually it will become gradually, that will be the sankalpa, and that will lead to what? My desire. So what we have to basically do? All the work that we do, which it should be kama sankalpa varjitaha. When will that happen? Jnanagni daktha karmanam tamahu panditam buddha. Such a beautiful sentence. We'll quickly take this one shlok. This what is the definition of pandita? Pandita is an intelligent one. How do we define an intelligent one? A pandita. Such a person will do the work. His karma is how jnanagni dagdha karmanam. His work is such that it is dagdha. Dagdha is roasted, burnt, not basically burnt completely, but roasted. The actions have been roasted in the fire of knowledge. Means what? They have the backing of knowledge. A seed, if you sow it just like that, it will give some fruits. It will lead to the trees. But if you roast that seed, will the plants come? Will the plants happen? No, it will not happen. So similarly, our karma is reaping fruits. It is giving us some results. It is becoming a binding. However, if our work is roasted in knowledge, if it is backed by the right knowledge, if we do the karma as per the knowledge, then it will not become a binding on us. Such a karma is jnanagni, the jnana agni, the work, the task, our karma roasted or burnt in the fire of knowledge. Such a karma will the person who is able to do is what? Tamahu. Ahu is they are called. Tamahu panditam buddha. A person who is able to do. the work in such a way is what is a person, is a true Pandit, he is a true Buddhiman. And how can such work be done? How is it possible? Is it possible to do work in such a way? Yes, it is possible. For that, you need some basic qualities. What are those basic qualities? Tyaktva karma phala sangan नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः. Tyaktva karma phala sangam, he has left what? That attachment towards the fruit of actions. He has abandoned the attachment. Somebody who is not having excessive, what will I get? It is my duty to do this job, I will do it. They will not wait, only if I get this, then I will do. That kind of asakti, that kind of attachment they do not have towards the fruits of the karma. And nitya tripta, as I have done my responsibilities, I have done my duties, whatever is coming in my share is fine. How is Sri Ram? Okay, I'm doing my duties, I'm following the orders of my Pitashri, I'm doing my, as a part of my Putra Dharma, it is my duty to follow the orders of my father, and in that whatever comes, even if it is one vas, I will take it nitya trupta. He did not get dissatisfied that I was supposed to become a king, and oh my God, I have got this, and he has never cribbed, not even one word, not even a letter uttered in discontent. How is Sri Ram? Nitya Trupta, always satisfied with whatever came in his share. Nitya Trupta, Nirashraya, independent, not depending on anything. It is my duty, I will do it. In such a way, Karmanya Vipravritta, one who engages himself by doing work with these qualities, these emotions, Taktva Karma Phala Sangha, Nitya Trupta Nirashraya, one who starts all his work, who does all his work with this kind of emotion, such a person, even if he is doing anything, then also it is as if he has not done anything. Naiva kinchit karoti. Sri Ram has done everything in this way, but even after having done everything, with this kind of emotion, what he has managed to achieve, Rama Rajya, for so many yugas, we are still talking about the kind of kingdom that he has established. That is the power of doing karma in this right way, in such, with these qualities. So with this further, Shri Krishna explains these qualities further, how this work has to be done, but we have to see them a little more nicely with more time in hand. So we will see them from the next session. With that, I offer this entire discourse at the lotus feet of Gurudev, with whose blessings we all are here. Hari Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Tat Sat. Shri Gurave Namah. Very sorry about the extra time, but they are slokas in continuation, so I wanted to take them in a sequence.
Thank you, Didi. I don't think anybody noticed that time had passed. That I'm quite sure about. As we conclude today's Vivechan, we carry with us what you told us, the inspiring message that Bhagwan has given us about selfless action and transforming every deed that we do into path of liberation. I thank you, Shraddha ji, for that illuminating us with these timeless teachings and such an enriching spiritual journey that we lost track of time. And for everyone, our celebration of Geeta Jayanti gives us that opportunity to give our selfless and humble seva to Bhagwan by organizing various events like the Parayan, Shobha Yatra, or various competitions which is related to Geeta Ji in your locality. The Geeta Jayanti portal, which is geetajayanti.com, is open, so please do go and register yourself as soon as possible. You too can give your seva at the feet of Bhagwan through Geeta Pariwar's unique Aao Geeta Sevi Bane program. Multiple sessions in 5 languages will be held over this weekend and the next weekend. This weekend, we have the Telugu session, which will be held at 8 p.m. today, and the Bangla session, which will be held at 8:30 p.m. tomorrow. Details of the sessions will be sent to your WhatsApp group. This is a unique chance, and I would encourage all of you to please attend the session, and maybe you give 10 minutes of seva in a day, but that's more than enough for you as well as for you to kind of reach Bhagavan, be one step closer to Bhagavan. We now request sadhaks to please raise their hands and if possible switch on their video cameras to ask questions to Shraddha ji. Request those who are watching the session through YouTube to please join our Zoom link should they wish to have their doubts clarified by Shraddha Didi. I think we have Harihara Bhaiya hand raised. Bhaiya, please go ahead, unmute yourself and ask your question.
And Jai Shri Krishna. Pehle Chetna Didi is unmuted. Didi, can we take her?
Yes, then let us take Chetna Didi first.
Jai Shri Krishna, Chetna ji. Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi.
Jai
Didi, two, three doubts actually. In Shlok 13, when you talked about the Varnas, so the Shudra and Shudra, please clarify that.
See, this the word in the Varnas, the word Shudra is the one with Shaljam Sha and Adirgha Umatra. That is Shudra. It has got nothing, and there is another word which comes in the second chapter, Kshatram Hridaya Daurvalyam. That is Kshatriya Ksha with a Rasva Umatra, which means inferior, which means of a lower order. That is Kshudra. That the word Shudra, the word is Shudra. The Varna is Shudra, and it is not Kshudra. So, that is what Shri Krishna is saying, that you have to understand that the Shudra is the Varana. He has not said anything. Because we don't understand Sanskrit properly, many people have assumed the meaning of that Shudra in this word Shudra. Okay, that confusion people have, and that is why they start feeling that it has been marked as a lower caste. It is not like that. These two are different words.
Didi, second doubt in 17 Shlok. Didi, one example of Vikarma, please.
It is, see, Vikarma is basically, it is a class of karma where it cannot be, there cannot be a particular example. Any karma which is done in a proper way, and any karma which is not to be done is not done. So Vikarma includes, some people say it is Viparit karma. Some people say it is Vihita karma. Vihita means that is meant for me. Putra dharma is doing the Shraddha, all that is the Vihita karma. This is our duty that I am meant for. At the same time, some people say things like, theft, it should not be done. So, not doing theft, doing your actions properly, all these things are your special karma. So, that is why Jnaneshwar Maharaj says this is Vishesha karma. So, this V Upasarga can have many meanings. So, we are trying to explore all the meanings and understand that it means work done in a correct way. Work done in correct way becomes
Correct.
karma. Yes.
So when we say karma, you have said karma done by the body. That means the regular routine
Karma,
work that we do.
that is the basic definition of karma. Anything done by the body is the karma.
Okay. And the third point, not related to this shlok, but you and other Vivechaks keep referring to Gyaneshwar Maharaj. So, is there anything that I can read so that I better understand Geeta?
You can
And
always refer
Didi,
to.
I have zero knowledge of Sanskrit before I joined this course. So I also wanted to know if I thought I should start learning Sanskrit, join Sanskrit classes so that I would understand better. So your advice, please.
See, Sanskrit, it is the mother of all languages. Being a Bharatiya, our roots, I would always encourage everybody to learn Sanskrit. And you are saying that you don't know Sanskrit, which is a very contradictory statement, because you are reciting shlokas in Sanskrit. You are already in level 3. You already know more than 100, 150, 200 shlokas in Sanskrit. You cannot say you don't know Sanskrit. Maybe we all see what happens, Chetna Devi. There is a lot of taboo around Sanskrit, very precisely we should be able to. All that is not required. Sanskrit, she is the mother of all languages. Now, It becomes like I when I talk to small children, I tell, how is your grandmother? Whether you know, don't know, she will lovingly, accept. No, that is the case with Sanskrit Bhasha also. Lovingly, if you approach, you know shlokas, you already know so many words in Sanskrit. Hmm, then don't say that. First we should feel that, no, I know at least little Sanskrit. So that is one.
Now I know little.
You can develop it further. From the childhood, one shlok at least you must have said. No,
Yeah.
बचपन में कुछ नहीं तो वक्रतुंड महाकाय, that much you must have said.
True.
That is also Sanskrit,
True.
right?
Yeah.
So first thing we all have to believe is that each one of us knows at least little Sanskrit. So we know
We know.
Sanskrit to a certain extent. We have to develop it. We should all try to develop. And Sanskrit is easy also. Small sentences. We will not get in that direction much now. So you try to explore. Another thing is Jnaneshwari, you are asking. Jnaneshwari's Hindi version is also available. There are some good English translations also available. So you can, a Hindi Jnaneshwari is available with the Geeta Press also, as far as I remember.
Okay. I'll
So
order
you
that.
can try, yeah, you can
Yes.
check on Geeta Press website. And
Thank you.
if you are anywhere near Pune, you will get some good translations in yes,
Yeah.
English also.
I'm in Mumbai, Didi. ठीक है.
Oh, very nice.
Thank
So,
you, Didi. Thank you. Thank you so
so
much.
because
And
why very nice, I said, don't misunderstand me others, because
I
it
got
is
it.
Maharashtra, so that is why in
Yeah.
very ke kuch na kuch mil
Right, right, right. As always, very, very uplifting, very, very spiritually, very no words, Didi. Thank you so much.
It's
Thank
all
you.
Swamiji's kripa. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you. Thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Harihar Bhaiya.
Yes.
Ji.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya.
Yes, this is, I am finding some contradiction in between Sloka 12 of chapter 4 and Sloka 20 of chapter 7. Yes, this is Sloka 12 says, Kankhantam karmanang siddhi yajanta iha devataha khiprang hi manuse loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. They says you also get siddhi by worshipping more than one god. This is what Sloka 12 of chapter 4 says. But in Sloka 20, it is said kamai stai hruta jnanaha. It is said these people are hruta jnana people, those who worship lot many gods. Let us say Lakshmi, Saraswati, then Ganesha, then Surya. We are worshipping, and a lot of us are doing that also. Yeah. That I want to be clarified, Didi.
Now, correct. Now here, see, both the things are, see, you have to understand with the context. In the
Okay.
first one, the Kankshanta Karmanam Siddhim Yajanta Dehataha, here what he is saying is that people do this, worship different gods and goddesses, different gods, Anya Devataha, to get their desires fulfilled. Same thing he's saying there also, Kama is says, but why Ritajnana? Because people remain stuck in that only. That they start feeling that this only is the path. They remain stuck. That what happens? This is talking about the limitation of that bhakti. We have to go beyond that. So what Sri Krishna says that they keep engaged in that. Some people, now you see how limited definition of bhakti or devotion or dharma we have in the recent times. Also, people feel that just going to temple asking for something, that is the only under definition of bhakti that people understand. Sri Krishna is talking about that in the seventh shlok, where he says Vasudeva Sarvamiti. We have to understand that this is there, but because of their ajnan, they limit bhakti only to that, only to this getting your wishes fulfilled. That is where they limit their devotion. That is where they limit their devotion. They do not understand beyond that the devotion. So in the fourth shlok, he's saying that they have to do it to get their desires completed. That is fine. There he has not commented about anything, but what he has said in the seventh chapter is that bhakti should not be limited only to that worship. It is beyond that also. They keep doing just that bhakti, and because they do not understand. Before that, what is written? Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samahatma Sudurlavaha. They forget, they do not have that emotion of God is present everywhere. They just limit it to that materialistic desires only. Devotion, by and large, remains limited to that materialistic devotion. That is what is spoken in the 20th slok. Similar is the case in the fourth slok, or fourth chapter also, that for the desire, but there he is not talking about the for bigger part of bhakti. Why? Because there the topic of discussion is karma. Okay,
Didi.
karma and yeah.
Yes, there is another clarification, Didi.
Okay.
Bikram is, you said Bikram is Vishesha Karma, but it is some people say Bikram means it is which is contradictory to
That's what I said.
civilized society, contradict to the law of
Viparita
the land.
karma. Viparita karma. That's what I said, that there are multiple interpretations of this
Didi.
word vikarma. Some people say it is vihita karma, some say it is viparita karma. But if we have to stick to any one definition, then I am following Swamiji. So when Swamiji says that we follow what Jnaneshwar Maharaj says, and that is why what Jnaneshwar Maharaj says is Vishesha karma. You take the meaning in any of these three forms. If you think very, very deep, they all are taking to the same meaning. Viparita karma should not be done. That is
Yes.
also meaning what? You have to do your karma properly. So, karma done in a special way also. So, all that is interrelated. Why I don't give much emphasis on this? By what Swamiji says, he also doesn't give more than much emphasis on this. He said, you understand this, but try to understand that what Krishna is trying to explain you is the word akarma. So he says that this vikarma word has come only once in this particular shlok, and all the three I covered in the Vivechan, that it can mean all three of them. But we take that one as a standard, that is Vishesha Karma as a standard, and we proceed to understanding what is karma and akarma. But all the three meanings are actually not very different if you look at it in one way.
Then akarma means you are not doing anything bad.
No,
That
no, that is the first
is it
thing
that
I
you are
said.
not doing anything bad?
No, no. Akarma is not doing anything. Akarma is doing karma in such a way that it appears as if nothing is done. Okay. Akarma is a action in inaction. So basically, like I'm doing Manas Puja to a person. Suppose I sit here and start contemplating upon Jnaneshwar Maharaj Samadhi and keep doing meditation to people around me, it will appear as if she is not doing anything. But mentally, I am already doing something and doing, say, that, puja of Mauli Samadhi, or doing Abhishekam in that mandir. I could be doing anything. But to others, it is appearing as if it is not doing anything. But the task is getting done. For this one very beautiful example is of the sun god also. Sun god, we say it is rising, setting. He is just there. All the activities are happening in his light. This is also karma, karmani, akarma. The first category, karmani, akarma. By not doing anything, he actually we everything is happening because of sun, but we feel as if everything is happening. What if you go and say, son, oh, because of you, everything is happening. What am I doing? He will say, isn't it? So, that is the case of akarma, where actually we don't see the karma as being done, but the karma is actually happening.
Akarma also involves karma, some karma.
Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much.
Most welcome, Bhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna. Dinesh Kumar Bhaiya, Pranam. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. I have a question about the Chaturvarnya Maya system. So, can you give examples of each of the varnas in today's world? And is there based on the classification, because we are seeing most of the people, as you said, like doctor, engineer, then technician, electrician, all of them fall under Shudra. So, do you think that this Varna has been drastically increased in terms of population as well as in terms of balance? The imbalance is getting in place now,
This is
because
not imbalance. See, this if you see, even at that time, now we cannot say that maximum people. The when you learn the 18th chapter, you will see that the duties of the Brahmins to do tapa, to acquire knowledge. This is not something that will come to majority of people. Everybody, always that maximum people will fall in the category of that, even in the olden times and even now. Now what is happening, it is not about Kali Yuga or anything. The modernity does not change anything about these varnas. Basically, the intellectual class will always be little less than the kshatriya class. It will always be less than the business people. It will always be less than the service category. That's how it has been in the olden days also, even now also. And about there is no imbalance. Where is the imbalance happening now? Is that people feel that this varna category, this is not scientific. They refuse to follow what is in the tradition. Like a doctor's son now doesn't want to become a doctor. However, if you look at the genes, now we will not talk into too much details of this, how scientific this varna system is, that try to understand. Like when a doctors, there are two important things which develop a personality of a person. What is it? One is heredity, and second is the environment. Both these things will work in the if will work for a person. If I'm born in a family of doctors, a child born in that family will have a natural inclination, a natural upper hand as a doctor than the others. He has the right environment, the hereditary also, because of the generations of practice. His tendency is also that he can become a good doctor. Now, consciously, people want to defy and become an engineer. That is their issue. But what happens? Then whole setup is gone for a waste. So, because of that, the imbalance is created. Imbalance is getting created because we are not trusting our own system. For instance, now in the business families, you see the child born and brought up in a business oriented family, in a business family, at the age of 19, he can start, he will have the mind to, there are some families where children learn very fast how to do business and they can grow the business. We can see, this is there in the genes because the environment and the heredity both work in that advantage. So, this Chatur Varna is a very, very scientific system also. People lost faith in this system, and then they started doing then the marriages, and not having faith in this family tradition. All that led to the collapse of the system. However, if we still feel reassured and if we can bring this system in place, everything will become much more stable. Okay. Now there are a part of your question might be that I don't know which varna I belong to. That also happens now. What to do? Whatever is your niyata karma, just keep doing your niyata karma properly, and ensure that your duties are followed. If whatever you have chosen for yourself, that you keep doing and following properly, that will become your karma as of now. If I have chosen to be an engineer now, even if I belong to a family, I don't belong to a family. I'm giving an example. Family of doctors. If somebody has chosen to be like that, then so be it. Uh, Continue with
uh,
that.
what are the like examples of intellectual class?
The Brahmins, then the teachers. Basically, now teachers are become teachers. They are paid, but in the olden days they were gurus. The research scientists who are working for the progress of the society in terms of knowledge. The Brahmins, of course, even now, Swamiji runs a Vedshalas, many Vedshalas, not a Vedshala, 35, 36 Vedshalas Swamiji is running. All these Vedic Brahmins who are coming, all the people who are spreading the knowledge of Vedas, all our teachers, gurus, the lecturers, professors, all of them who are imparting knowledge. Hmm? they fall in this category. The scientists who are doing this research work for the society, all of them will fall in this category.
Okay. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Yes, Balakrishna Pillai Bhaiya, Jai Shri Krishna Pranam.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Didi, your Vivejan has provoked us to think more and have more doubts.
That is the whole intent.
Now,
That we continue.
perhaps the predecessor also had the same dilemma as I have now. I have already put it in the chat. At the cost of repetition, I will explain to you that does a person during his journey of life go through all the varnas at one time or the other?
They don't go through all varanas. They go through different stages. They go through different ashram. Now there is a difference between this and varana. We don't go through different varana. It's not that I become a brahman and then become a kshatriya. It is not like that. They go through different ashram. Grihasthashram, vriddhashram. All these four ashrams, the four stages of lives are referred to as ashram and not varana. Varana is something that you are born with, and if you choose a different karma for yourself, the things that you do. But it is not something that will keep changing.
Okay. Now, another question is that Lord Krishna exhorts Arjuna to think of him and him only. Then are we justified in worshipping n number of gods?
Of course, because he nowhere in entire Bhagavad Gita he says that you have to worship me only, not other gods. Me only he says, but he says that all other are also my form. And what we saw in the previous session, no, ye yatha mam prapadyante tangs tathaiva bhajamyaham. So in whatever worship, you worship him as in the form of you worship goddess Saraswati, you worship any other goddess, you will get your desires worship, and they will also have the power to deliver what needs to be delivered to them in the form that you want. Now for instance, Sri Ram, for Kaikai Mata, Kaushalya Mata, they wanted Bhagwan to be their son. He became their son. So it is like Sudama. He wanted Bhagwan to be his friend. Mm, Uddhav wanted him to be the teacher. So for him, he became the teacher. For somebody else, so in whatever emotion you are praying, that emotion he reciprocates. Shri Krishna says that I'm reciprocating in that. You see, if how Ramakrishna Paramhams has worshipped. He has worshipped Ma Kali. She as his own mother. Everything she has fulfilled. All his desires have been fulfilled by Ma Kali for Ramakrishna Paramhams. She has made the arrangement to get a guru also for him. That one old man, he said, he reached there and he says, I have come, and he saw this Ramakrishna Paramhans saying, such a brilliant child, can I teach you? He said, wait, let me go and ask my mother. And then he went and spoke to Ma Kali. And Ma Kali said, I have only asked him to come from Himalayas to teach you. When he went and told, this guru was very surprised that how come his mother never called. So he said, who is your mother? Let me go and meet. And Ramakrishna Paramhans took this guru to show his Ma Kali, and he was surprised. You are talking to Ma Kali. And that is the story of Ramakrishna Paramham. So he looked at her as the mother. She became his mother and fulfilled all his desires. That is how Shri Krishna is giving this assurance. You worship me in any form. I will take a reciprocal form for you. I will take a complementary form, and he will be there for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Most welcome. Jai Shri Krishna. Anusuya ji, pranam. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna, Didi. Today, when you are telling Pravachan that when you see something and you said that when we say wow, that word is coming, and then your desire will going taking that from that side. You're telling, and how we can do it, we just roasted our all desires, so make me more um, strong to no go further, to go run behind the desire. So will you please explain that one?
Yeah. So basically, now one small example I'll take. Hmm, so somebody who wants to keep watching reels on the phone, just assume, okay, addicted to this. And then one reel goes, oh wow, then another one, oh wow, oh wow. Now somebody who has a very strong this thing that I want to say, suppose study for tomorrow's exam. A person who has a very strong, whose mind is attached at that goal, that I want to study for the exam, that reels will fail to engage him. So if our mind is affixed where it has to be affixed, then all these temptations will not bother us, that wow will not come. If a very good student is studying, tomorrow he has exam and he's studying, even if the friend comes in, Are, ye dekh, ye kya hai? He will say, no, I am not interested, I will study. Because what is his priority? His priority is his exam, his priority, his mind is affixed there. So, that wow comes because our mind is in a dangling position. It is still in, where so sari comes, oh, acha laga. Shopping 110%, 40% discount, I eat it. It manages to slip our this thing, the minds, because our mind is still in a dangling, floating position. If it gets fixed in what we want to do, then the sankalpa which deviate you from our work will not come. For that, we have to affix our mind in our Guru, in our Krishna, in our that they keep us focused. That this is what you have to do, and they will keep us on this particular path. That is all. This one thing in shortcut. The whole next session we have completed.
Thank you, Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी प्रणाम रामकृष्ण भैया प्रणाम जय श्री कृष्ण
Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
जय श्री
I have one doubt, not specific to this chapter, but as a general, how to build a confidence in anybody? Can you suggest based on this Bhagavad Gita?
confidence in what?
Confidence of a person, anybody. Some people, they will be knowing everything, but they will not be able to come to front.
Confidence of doing something is what you are trying to say.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Build the confidence also people's thinking way. Not thinking way, but they should come front and see how they can.
see, what is it to understand why people are underconfident? Forget about people. Let us come to ourselves. When do we hold ourselves back? Because of fear and because of bhai and worry, chinta. These two things hold us back. What is the fear? If I say something, I might go wrong. If I do this, this might go wrong. We are worried. We have fear. We should not. The Bhagavad Gita is a grantha which will take away all these fears from you. How? When we know that it is not me who is doing this for. I will just tell you from my perspective. Suppose you say I am giving this Vivechan. I personally completely believe I don't have the capacity to talk on Bhagavad Gita. It is such a great scripture. But I know that this has come to me on the orders of Param Puja Gurudev. Not doing this with my own intellect. My Gurudev is doing. So wherever we feel lack of confidence, have faith on the person who has entrusted you this job. I have faith on my Gurujans, my Gurus, on my seniors. They have chosen me, so I will give my best and I will do it. Another very important thing that we all have to understand, that we all are a part of this universal cycle. एक चक्र चल रहा है. We all are in a part of, we are small screws in a big machine, and this machine is bound to work. Everybody has their own job to do. We are born with a certain purpose. We are born with a certain role to play. If I start believing, oh, I am the one who is doing, I have to do this, I have to achieve this, then it creates pressure of fear. It creates a pressure of failure within us, a fear of failure within us. But if we believe that we are a part of this universal cycle, and if the universe has assigned this work on me, getting this work done is also the job of this universe. It is bound to happen. If not me, somebody else will do. I have got an opportunity to do this. Let me give my best to do it. And then not worry about the result. Well, throughout this third and fourth chapter, one thing that we have been continuously seeing is the main reason why we are bound with our actions is our fear of the result. ये मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा? What will be the outcome? The main reason why we hold back ourselves is with the fear, what is going to happen? What am I going to get out of it? वो उसके रिजल्ट से डर के हम लोग कुछ कर नहीं पाते हैं. So we should attach. This is my duty. Do everything as your duty. This is my duty. I have to do it. It is my duty to speak up. I have to speak up. It is my duty to give this presentation. I have to do it. It is my duty to work on this task assigned by my whoever is my officer or boss. It is my job to do it. I have to do it. Do it with a sense of duty and don't worry about the results. That will bring out the confidence at all. Where is all this boiling down to? It is boiling to your devotion to your work. When we are very, very devoted, all these things will automatically happen, and automatically a person will forget all fears and work dedicatedly with full confidence towards what they are supposed to do. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks. Jai Shri Krishna, Ramakrishna Bhaiya. Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya, your name is displayed as iPhone, so pranam to you.
Oh, pranam Didi. My name is Narayan.
Jai Shri Krishna, Narayan Bhaiya.
Yeah, Didi. I have just one question. How to do like inaction in action and the detachment? Because I'm getting the problem with the ego. Sometimes if I do something, oh, I did this, so I want to show. I did this, something like that. So how to practice that in the practical is getting difficult. So it's like the detachment. If I did something, if nobody knows, oh, nobody knows. Okay, something is creating stress. Oh, nobody
You are
knows.
telling the problem along with the solutions. That is why I'm smiling. So you already know what is the problem. It is the ego of the doer and the fruits that we want from it. You also know the solution, that this is, how it should be. Getting it in practice is very tough, I understand, but it will come with small, small things. So, what happens initially, it is very difficult to let this ego go, but we have to do from very small, small things. Like now during COVID times, especially, we had seen, now bhi hota hai, but during COVID times, there was this trend of, putting WhatsApp statuses and everything of what you have cooked in the house. Now, I used to find it very funny because it is your natural duty that you are in a pandemic and you have to cook for the family, and it is a very basic job that a person has to do. What is there to, show off that I have cooked this, I have done this for the family? So that urge to, show should not be there. Even now, people have that. So, slowly, one act, just contemplate from morning to night. Where was that one act where I could have, avoided doing such a thing? Slowly, slowly, if we contemplate our own activities, see, is this essential to do? Automatically, it is a matter of contemplation. This entire Yoga Shastra, entire Bhagavad Gita is Swamiji says it is Anubhuti ka Shastra. What is Anubhuti? The experience. We have to contemplate where I can stop. It will differ from individual to individual, isn't it? It is going to be different for you, it is going to be different from me. So there is no standard answer to it. But small, small tasks. Today, if I have cooked for the family, I don't expect them to appreciate. If today I have, done something for the family, and I should not expect anything in return. If they are praising, that is a bonus. So we try, but what happens? We start feeling that this is essential. They have to appreciate me. We start having expectations. The more we give up on the expectations, the more we reduce our expectations gradually, we will become free from that ego also of being a doer. Slowly, we start becoming free from the ego, and then we should stop expecting anything in return. Small things like I have supposed to talk to my grandchildren to the school. It is my duty, so I have done it. That that emotion should be very firmly embedded within us that I am doing it as a part of my duty. ये मेरा कर्तव्य है इसलिए मैंने किया है. When we have this kind of emotion, then uh, it will not have any impact. Gradually, अपने आप ही that ego will start melting.
So the keeping happiness, maybe that helps to lower the
Yeah,
ego.
obviously. Yes,
Okay.
happiness also, not just happiness. Having a firm faith that whatever I'm doing is my natural duty. I am not doing anything special that we should have.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Didi. Yeah,
Thank
because all the time it pops the ego somehow. I practice somehow somewhere it pops up slowly somewhere,
Yeah,
and then it's
right.
like yeah. If I put like a
See,
100
one very
rupees,
thing about what you are saying, Narayan ji, एक बहुत अच्छी बात ये है, one very good thing is that you are realizing that the ego is popping. बाकी लोगों को तो realize ही नहीं होता है कि ये ego मेरा pop हो रहा है, आ रहा है बाहर. They are not realizing that this ego is coming. So once you know that it is coming, suppressing it is going to be easier for you, right?
Thank you, Didi.
Thank you.
बड़ों का दीदी का blessings होना है तो ego
तो
always
मैं
it's
कौन
great.
होती हूँ ब्लेसिंग्स देने वाली? स्वामी जी की ब्लेसिंग हम सब पे
Bless.
है. ही इज ऑलवेज देयर. उनकी सूक्ष्म उपस्थिति इस कक्षा में भी है. उनको प्रणाम करिए. ही विल ब्लेस यू.
जय प्रणाम.
जी, जय
Thank
श्री
you.
जी, जय श्री कृष्णा. विष्णु प्रिया जी प्रणाम. जय श्री कृष्णा विष्णु प्रिया दीदी.
Jai Sri Krishna, Didi.
जय श्री कृष्णा.
Didi, I have a small doubt. A 13th slok. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam guna karma vibhagashah. Regarding this, you have just informed that a person cannot, that ashrama of a person changes. I could understand it, but the varna does not change. I have a small doubt here. Suppose this varna, what God is saying, is not based upon our birth. It's not regarding our birth. Guna karma vibhagasha, according to our karma, that's what is being told. So, suppose a person born in an intellectual family, when he chooses to go into army and does the job of a soldier or army officer and safeguarding our country and all that, then that means that he has to he is to be treated as of being in Kshatriya Varna.
Correct.
Suppose the same person after serving in the army for some time and come back and does some business, then he what I feel is he transformed into Vaishnav Varma. And suppose if he starts teaching about all these Vedas and all, then again Brahman Varna. How far is my interpretation correct?
How often do you think this is going to happen? We have a short life and so many professions we cannot have, but once a while this can happen and वो हो सकता है. That is not a problem. It is not a hard line that he has given. What here by Varna, by bringing up this topic, what is Shri Krishna trying to explain here is that this I have created so that this Varna is associated with your duties. Mana ki somebody who was a kshatriya, if suppose for some reason has changed the profession, हो सकता है कि उस वर्ण में प्रवेश किया. But what is the entire purpose of introducing this shlok here? The entire purpose of introducing this shlok is ensuring that your karma is done. This varna, entire thing is associated with two things. Guna karma vibhagashah. And everybody should understand that in the shlok, Chaturvarna is one thing, but what is the important fact where Shri Krishna is trying to bring our attention to is guna and karma. So, if he has changed to Vaishya Dharma, then what are the guna that he is being, propagated by? He will be driven by the Rajoguna, by the Sattva guna, and then he has to continue. Now he is in that Dharma, in that Varna, he has to do the work according to that. According to that. So, no matter what Varna he is in, the whole crux of this shlok and the remaining shlok, even in the 18th chapter, is follow your karma, whatever you have chosen, follow it properly. Understand that they are as per your guna and karma, because of which you have landed in this. So it might be his past karma that he has landed it in Vaishya Varna also, isn't it? So the whole crux is that with all that Varna system, I have ensured that you understand your duties and your guna properly. And now continue in this form, and being in that duty, being a part of that duty, ensure that you achieve that akarmani cha karmayaha, you ensure that. So our ultimate वो होता है ना लक्ष्य जो है, that ultimate aim is to understand that part. Okay, this is a very, now especially अब तो ये सब बहुत शिथिल हो गया है. Now everything has become very loose, all these definitions. But what is the main thing that he is trying to uh, teach us here is not what about the Varna system. What he is trying to tell us is about our karma is distributed according to our past karma and our guna. And staying in that particular thing, we have to continue doing our duties. Got it?
Thank you, Didi. Yeah, thank you.
Jai Shri Krishna. And Satyam ji, I think he got disconnected. And another question on the chat was there.
From
Last
JP Pandey
I
ji
had
bhaiya.
promised Adarsh ji that I will tell you Parantapa. Parantapa he has mentioned on the chat. It is the one जो शत्रु को ताप देने वाला, means the one who has the capacity to cripple or trouble the enemies and win them is the Parantapa, and that is why this word is used for Arjun as his name, Parantapa. So Adarshi has
Didi, I
asked on
think
the chat, and he also asked that last week. So, yeah.
there is a question from, I think, JP Pandey ji also, that we need to feel like Ram in Krishna and Krishna in Ram when you were
Okay.
talking about the various deities. He
Yeah,
he wanted a confirmation of
very
that.
true. See, we have to understand now. When we talk about Bhagavad Gita, what he has written here is, Didi, when we need to feel like Ram is in Krishna and Krishna is in Ram. Ideally, that is not wrong. No, it is how it is. When Shri Krishna also said that Bahuni me Pratitani, Ram was the previous Janma of Shri Krishna. One very important thing that here we have to understand, that when whatever Shri Krishna is telling in this Janma to Arjun, he has learned all these things from Maharshi Vasishta in his Rama Janma. In Rama Janma, when he was very, very distressed, and that time Vasishta ji, on request by Vishwamitra, Maharshi Vishwamitra, he told all this knowledge. He said that Ram is very, very upset. Vasishta ji, Vishwamitra, you all know, had come to take Sri Ram. And Sri Ram and Lakshman, and people said, okay, you can take, but then he himself is so distressed, and Ramji had his own set, just like Arjun, he also had a lot of distress. And that time, Maharshi Vasisht has given all this knowledge to Sri Ram, and that is the same knowledge which has come out in the form of Bhagavad Gita in his Krishna avatar. So, what Swamiji says is a very beautiful thing, that भगवत गीता के वक्ता योग वासिष्ठ के श्रोता हैं. That is, whatever Bhagavad Gita Krishna ji is telling now, he has listened it as in his Rama avatar from Maharshi Vasishta. So it is the same Yoga Shastra. Yoga Vasishta is the name of the Grantha. So obviously he is the same. Both are same. वो तो है ही एक ही जैसे हैं.
Thank you,
Okay,
Didi.
JP Pandey bhaiya is saying, so that's why I elaborately replied that.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you very much. I don't think we have any further
Yeah,
questions.
there are no further
So,
hand raised.
Thank you very much for that absorbing session and a still more absorbing Q&A session, Didi. The Q&A was wonderful. I'm sure, people are feeling a better perception of their spiritual journey after that session. And on behalf of Geeta Pariwar, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you attending this session today and look forward to having you back next week for another enlightening Vivechan session on the same chapter. Sincere thanks to our technical support and the backend team for the relentless effort in making this session a great success. And now we offer our sincere gratitude to Bhagwan for all the blessings he has bestowed upon us. For that, I call upon B. Aparna ji from Hyderabad. She joined Geeta Pariwar in June 2024 and provides seva as a co-trainer. Jai Shri Krishna Didi.
Okay. Yogesham Sachidanandau Vasudevau Rajapriyam Dharma Saustapakau Virang Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishnau Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, thank you so much for chanting the prayer on our behalf. And to all the sadhaks, let's stay connected with the divine wisdom of Bhagavad Gita by attending classes regularly through the week and be back next weekend for the concluding Vivechan session on Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. We will now conclude with chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa. Jai Shri Krishna.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र औ ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबेको आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबेको रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिरहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर पल जानु प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होतन आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपै तीनों लोक हाकते कापै भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै महावीर जब नाम सुनावै नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता असबर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा जो सुमिरै हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय।